Hey guys, Um, I did a small presentation the other day in regards to sound waves and how this works. But I left out a few things. I kind of want to go back over everything. Kind of had some afterthoughts, things I should have added in. Uh, how is everybody that's doing? This is just another day, okay? And synchronicity, there's no day better than any other day. And every day is as equally valuable as the one before, after, the one you're in. No day is different. It's only, you learn from what you've done, but there is only now. Hello, Stefan. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Craig. Helios. Hello, my new friend. I hope I said your name right. Helios. Also. So, for new people to see my work, I left home at a very young age. I left home at 14. So I have 22 years of life experience at the age of 36. It's very uncommon. And out of that class of people, not many of them don't get distracted. They get caught up in things, used and abused, their time manipulated and controlled through what I call Tinseltown and material distractions, trends, hobbies, things that don't really have much value and you get tired of and you wind up throwing them in a trash can. And through a life of living on the roam, as I always called it, I started realizing that my time was almost always worth more than what I was trading for. We don't really think in these terms, literally. When we work a paycheck, work for a paycheck, we are literally trading our time. We are bartering with our time. Our time is the most valuable commodity in the world, human labor. People don't realize that their time is a commodity. And commodities are supposed to be paid for in gold and silver. And it's through the manipulation of currency, which is representation of real money, which is for your time, gold and silver, but we get it in the form of dollars, currency, fiat paper money. So fiat paper money equals currency, equals cash, dollars, supposed to be representation of gold and silver, commodities. And the definition of commodity is anything that comes out of the ground. Anything that comes out of the ground is a commodity. And everything that you're made out of, you will find in the ground, because first man came out of soil, which is mineral matter, which is what you are. Your container, your vessel, your ship, your corporation, your persona, your person, your title, your name. It's a physical reflection of what is on the smallest of levels. atom, 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 and it is a microcosm reflection of the greater whole. It is the in, it is the out. It is the rebirth from the smallest of things to the largest of things. All things are made the same and are expressions of exactly the same thing on different scales, different size, but still the same shape. Okay? So when you see this, what I just showed you, then recognize that our countries are not sovereign. They're corporate entities. They're corporations. The United States has been acting as a corporation since 1861 and has labeled the people under the Trading with the Enemies Act. We are the enemy of the state. That was done 70, 80 years ago. Birth certificates have only existed for the last 80 some years, ever since the Federal Reserve Act of 1913. Your birth certificate is a Treasury direct account. It's a corporation. It's a persona. It's a private entity that's operating. It's a vessel. It's a ship. And you have citizenship and you're living in a municipal ship. And commerce is trading by laws of ocean and sea, admiralty law, law of piracy. Admiralty law is ran by the British Crown of England under British Admiralty law. That is representation of bail, B-A-L, bail law. Our money as people of the United States corporation is owned and operated by 5 private families. DuPonts, Rockefellers, Fairchilds, Morgans. All these families, and the Levens, all these families control the Federal Reserve. It is a private corporation outside the jurisdiction of you and I. We do not have control over the printing press of our own money. The Federal Reserve is directly owned by Lord Rothschild of England. So the English Crown controls the printing of your money still. When you control the value of money, you control the value of goods in the store and the value of your time. Okay. So literally what the occult is trying to do is to control the movement of Adam, ADAM, man, through currency and value of money, control the motion and movement of Adam. And dictate what his time is worth. And this is reflected in the cost of goods in the store. Gold goes up, stuff in the store goes up. And every time that happens, that's when they do what's called a stimulus package, when they print more money. Every time they print money, the value of gold goes up, the things in the store cost more, and your dollar's worth less, and it gets taxed more. So it translates, the more you make, the more we take. See that? Exactly. Exactly. So I want to show you understandings of some things on numbers right now for yourselves. So you have 26 knuckles on your hands. One represents each letter in the alphabet, A through Z. Food for thought. First one. And by using my number code, I dictated a color value for each letter, literally. "26 letters in the English language, and each letter has a color value. Based on the laws of gematria and numerology. Color of letter intention. Okay? So, like, literally, you speak your shit into existence. Boom. Okay? Your tongue is the rudder of your boat, and you're rowing on atomic ether water. Merrily, 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 down the stream. You're rowing your own boat. You're rowing a boat. Your vessel, your ship, corporation, entity, persona. Okay? You are not your name. You are not the things you wear. They do not define you. Your name is a form of address. It's not what you are. And you did not evolve from a freaking monkey. If you evolved from a monkey, then you'd be what's locked up in the zoo, and I'd be buying tickets to come look at you. Okay? So, there is no zero. That is a man-made invention. Metaphysically speaking, the zero is the result of current or motion or moving of parts. It is not a solid physical thing. The closer you look at things, the less physical they are and the more motion you begin to see. So by adding and separating numbers into these three groups, you get a blue group, a red group, and a yellow group. 1, 4, and 7, and the sum is 12, and the personality is 3. And that's the blue numbers, 1, 4, and 7. That's also the lowest sound waves scale is 1, 4, 7. That's the lowest sound in our pitch of music, 18 notes, sound hertz waves. 147 is the lowest, 963 is the highest, which is the red group is 369. The personality of that is 9 because you can see the sum is 18 and it's 1 and 8 is 9. The yellow group is 258, 15, 1 and 5, 6. See that? So these are your three group associations for numbers. Because the sums of the three equal 3, 6, and 9. 3, 6, 9. Well, this is I'm about 5 years ago. I'm gonna keep going real quick, but I just want to put a note in for Will. About 5 years ago, I found out that Nikola Tesla was actually a second uncle in my family tree, and I literally have the same issues. I see things the same way he did, and I started listening to everything I could find on him, and boom, it lit me right the hell up like a fucking firecracker, Bob. Boom. All right. I see everything. I laugh, and then I hear Emerald Tablets of Thoth, and it's like first person shooter, man. I'm right there in his fucking head, bro. I fucking see it all. It's fucking maddening. So it's been a matter of me trying to find the right words to put onto video and show what I fucking know how to do in this elemental atomic state of matter. These are vibrational states, and I've been writing laws to how this works. This entanglement, yes, this entanglement. And I've been doing this my whole life. I mean, I was born autistic. Okay, the red, blue, and yellow, when you realize the metaphysics in the art world and you start looking around and realize everything applies to everything, like we said, this is entanglement. So what those three colors represents is three states: positive, negative, and neutral. Red, blue, and yellow states of things. See that? So you have three primary colors: red, blue, and yellow. And everything's a shade in between red, blue, and yellow. You want green, it's a vibration in between. Green is a halfway between blue and yellow. You mix blue and green, yellow, you get green. Red and yellow, you get orange. Blue and red, you get purple. It's a spectrum wheel of color. Okay? And when you take all those three colors, you put yellow paint and blue paint and red paint in a bucket, you mix it up real good, you got black paint. So black is the sum of all color. It ain't white. It's black. Black is the middle point. See, we're not taught colors right. It's the mingling, yes. We start looking at them as realizing there's side-to-side motion and things, and spherical motion and dimensional motion, and things aren't just on a fucking line. This is what school does to you with a K. S-K-O-O-L, school for fish. Fish, P-H-I-S-H, fish. Because that's what the fuck people are that go to school. They're fish. Okay? Symbolically speaking, you were capped. Capped in, and gowned. Capped and gowned to the sounds of Saturn. You're blocked off from your fucking emotions. You're blocked off from your hearts. Cut off from the blue side of thinking, which is the feminine form of energy. Okay, so now I went through the groups. Now the first thing I want to show you is what I call pairing of numbers. When you pair numbers together, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Okay, pairing. I showed them in order, from the highest state to the lowest state. Look, you pair numbers. Look at the sum. Then look at the pair and see that it's in order. Up, down, it's in order. 1, 2, 3, see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Up and down, the sums are in perfect order. And to the left, you see the pairings. To get those sums. So then the bottom part here is when you start looking at those groups, realize, right, that each group can be, the numbers can be turned and be represented 6 different ways. See this? Frequency languages of all things, Suraj. Even a rock has a frequency, which is resonance, which is a vibrational state. And I started coming into this understanding from the word a qubit, realizing that it was an action and not a solid shape. That it wasn't physical, it was only a form as a result. When you're speaking metaphysical, it's not a shape, it's the result of things moving and working together. You start looking around in every religion, and they're symbolizing the same ratio. King Arthur and the 12 Knights, Christ and the 12. Every religion, Krishna and the 12. Every religion is talking about 12. Enoch, 12 around 1. Yeah, yeah. But we must also realize that the sound is that we're in. At the end of the day, we are in a shape. We can argue all we want about the shape of things, right? But at the end of the day, there is only one shape. It doesn't matter what it's described as. You can guarantee because there is one shape. We're all made out of atomic matter, and we're walking on it, and it's in the air we breathe. Everything is a vibrational state of the same thing on different scalar levels, size. But at the end of the day, there's only one atom, one shape, one sound of things, one whole sound, one fucking atom, one shape. Doesn't matter what it is, just understanding of this one shape, one sound of things. And then with that, you can come to the understanding that there's a middle of sound. There's a middle point to sound. So you can work from a middle point out. The understanding, you can guarantee yourself that there's a center to sound, right? So these concepts have started working with what I've been doing my whole life. You see how there are 4 blue rows, 4 yellow, and 4 red, right? And they're all, you can see that there are these codes, if you can see clear enough, these codes are the personality numbers are repeating. This is 12 positions around 1. And I counted out 144 positions, and I put down beside each number what its personality was. And I went outward. And you can see there's a repeating sound wave. You see the 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. That's the sum of the numbers to the right of it. It's an infinite code. It'll never change. And then through the middle, you get its opposite, 396, 396, 396. Through the reflection, you get the opposition. You can write this out and you'll see it for yourself. It's an infinite code, and it all starts and turns back to the middle. Everything comes and goes through the middle. Centrifugal energies. It started in the middle. The beginning was in the middle. The end will be in the middle. So what I did here was sound keys, realizing that there are 18 positions in sound, what were being presented, and the concept that for everything there's an opposition. For everything there's opposition. We are working with electricity and moving states of matter. We're not being taught right. So this is what happened when I started working with that idea. So you got positive and negative sound waves. Good sound versus bad sound, red sound, blue sound. all adds up to a neutral sound in the middle. When I wrote this out, I realized something pretty neat. I realized that the highest sound and the lowest sound, when you add them up, they equal the point in the middle, literally. And every sound wave pairs off that way, and the sum always is that point in the middle. Purple, orange, and green are subprimary states. They're the halfway points between red, blue, and yellow. That's why I did one side with those three colors and red, blue, and yellow on the other side with their three colors. So you can really see what's going on here. You see the interactions of positive and negative states meeting in the middle. Does this look like something out of fucking Star Wars to you? Fucking George Lucas, he knows what's up. And then here's your clock. Everywhere you go, this is how you see numbers on the wall. Look at that. What I did was I paired them. You follow the lines: 12 to 1, 11 to 2, 10 to 3, 9 to 4, 8 to 5, 7 to 6. That's your clock on the wall. See what they're hiding right in plain sight on you? Look at that. That's your clock on the wall. That's how you tell time. That's some crazy shit. That's Solomon keys. That's the keys to the Solomon. That's the sun, Sol, and Mon, moon. Solomon, sun and moon. So Nikola Tesla said, if you truly understand the keys to 369 and what it really means, then you will understand the mystery of the universe. So he said, the thought says that everything in the universe has three intentions: positive, negative, or neutral. And just like us, we have a positive, a negative, or a neutral choice in every situation, and as such, there will be an outcome. Positive, negative, neutral, based on what you say, speak, or do. So the only way you can win in this game is to be neutral. That's your only free will choice. You choose to be neutral. Being emotional is reactory and it's not thinking. When you do that, you're judging. The minute you start doing that, you're judging and you're not witnessing. You're partying, you're acting. And you're not supposed to take part in. You're not supposed to be an actor or a player. You're supposed to be a witness. So this next picture I'm going to show you is by using pi and the understanding of pi. So 10 degrees circle, if you go around and you mark out 10 degrees, 360 positions, 10 degree, and do 10 degree markers, and then you bring all those points to the middle, you number them out, red, blue, yellow code, you bring all the points together. See, they don't like me showing this stuff. They don't like this. So that's the positive, negative, and neutral intention in all things, and the point in the middle, where they all meet. And there's no square. Do you see a square? No. You only see circles as a result of action. Circle is not a shape. And get right down to it. So that's a cool little expression of it all. 12 positions and their color personalities and the vibrational states in between. It's pretty cool stuff, eh? When you take each number and you add it by threes, and use each one 3, you add them up, and you reduce this, and you keep adding until the personality is all that's left. That's a single digit. This is what you get. At the end of the day, when you add by threes, the result is 369. When you count by 369, I'm going to show you something that I figured out. It's amazing. 2 negatives creates a positive, plus a positive creates a negative. 2 negatives creates a positive action, plus a positive creates a negative. Back to the beginning again. Loop. Negative times negative, parentheses, plus a positive equals a negative. That's induction implosion of force. So when you count by threes, 3, 6, 9, 12. When you count by threes, the fourth position will be a fractal state of the first position. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12, 1 and 2 is 3. 15, 18, 21, 21, 3. 24, 27, 30. There is no 0. That's 3 again. Every fourth number is a fractal expression of the first one. Count by 6. 6, 12, 18, 24. 2 and 4 is 6. Fractal state of 6. See that? 42 is 6. 60 is 6. 9 is always 9. And when you count by 12s, look at this. Right? When you count by 12s, 12 is 3, 24 is 6, 36 is 9. 48 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3, 60 is 6, 72 is 9. 369, 369, 369. The pyramids were expressing balance between masculine and feminine energy, which is a harmony. It's an understanding. As above, so below. When you take a triangle with a point in the middle, a square with a point in the middle, you bring all the outside points to the center, this is what you get. This is the most basic construct in our universe. This is one half of it. You turn it, apply the same image to the side, above and below. So the in to the out, to the whole. Some word associations, so you can see that many people are saying the same things. They don't understand this. So magnetism equals vibration, which equals resonance or density, which equals electricity, or sound vibrations equals current and energy. It's the same thing. It's expressing exactly the same thing. Sound vibrations or motion are electricity, equals sound resonance. Okay, so now we're dealing with centrifugal force, a 0 point of energy, a vortex of Enoch, the wheels of Ezekiel, the laws of 369, induction and attraction, Pythagorean theory. This is also coming from the work of Nikola Tesla, the color of intentions, and the realms of understanding through the Emerald Tablets. These all are saying exactly the same thing, just many different words, but they're trying to express the exact same story. And through that understanding, you can see that atomic matter, ether, water, chi, spirit, soul, consciousness, gong, and matter are all descriptive words of the ether waters. Atomic matter that we're walking on is in reference to the mother. And you look around and they ain't showing you no female energy anywhere. Our universe is out of balance. So, show you some of the gemstones I made, these little mandalas. You thinking? I have a stack of them here. The different expressions of resonance, of electricity, expansion, and growth, the in and the out. Color wheel, perfectly balanced, symmetrical color wheel. Some really beautiful things. Did all these by hand, as you can tell. There are different resonances and expressions of different sound shapes, which are different numbers. So I come to understand that each number has a spherical sound and a spherical shape to it. Different resonances, different sound vibrations. I hope this causes you guys to think a little bit and just see things in the true fractal nature that they are. I'm not trying to force people to see things. I want them to understand that there's more than what your eyes can see. When you look outside, you can't see the wind blowing. You can't see a fucking hummingbird's wing flapping. You can't see the flap of a bee's wing, but yet it's doing those things. There's things happening in this world where you can't see with your eyes. Different resonances. This is all through Pythagorean sonic geometry. You know? A circle is created in the middle. You know? It's not solid or physical. Hold on a second. Yeah. This right here is a scale of Pythagorean theory. This is all sonic geometric shapes sharing the same point in the middle. And as you can see, this is not a circle. And there is no square in there. It's all a fractorial state. Everything is in motion. And you can see that this is an expression, or how this could be an expression of the tree of life. This knowledge, this understanding, is symbolizes the tree of life, this understanding. So this next picture I'm going to show you is an expression of 3. It's a triangle, and 6-pointed star, and a 9-pointed star. In sonic geometry, the 3, the 6, and the 9, the blue state, the red state, and the yellow, all sharing the same vertices in the center. So you go from 3 to 6, and 3 plus 6 is 9. This was quite an intense project. So I started working with this stuff and seeing how the numbers played out against each other in this balance. When you take 360 and you apply it to the circle in division, you get 1. The greatest is the least. When you take the smallest, 1, and you divide it to the circle, 360, you get 360. The least is the greatest. I truly believe this mathematical format was what Christ's parables were in reference to. And I've been doing this my whole life. I haven't not done this work. Even when I was working for the banks, I started seeing it more and more through my state of autism. And it just clicked one day. This mathematics, what Thoth says is that if you understand the sound name of something, then you can address it personally. What does that mean? What if you understood the sound name as the personal vibration of your table, you could cause it to call attention. You could cause it to change. You could cause a change in the shape. What if you could make a negative a positive through sound manipulations? You could make a block of stone vibrate opposite the polarity of the earth, and by doing that, lift it right off the ground. Or under the laws of attraction, if you know the sound resonance, you should be able to attract that sound to a point and cause growth. It's kind of where I'm at right now. And I have been experimenting with it, and I have had positive results. I've had positive effect with some of the mineral content that I could get my hands on. None of it of any real value. I mean, just my hands. It's very hard to work with tools and stuff for my hands. It's a lot of pain in my hands. so I can't do the bindings and wirings that I need to. Yeah, exactly, William. And what I'm getting at is that most of my understanding comes from alchemy. And alchemy is the alchemical understanding of the electric universe that we're living in. And through word manipulations, things have been called evil, good, and that's lack of understanding of the natural world we're living in. You start looking around, the mages and the magi's were burned as heretics. Well, if you go look up the word heretic in the dictionary, it means truth speaker. So what were they speaking the truth about? The sound and shape of our universe? Yeah, and that's what I really started understanding, was that they just kept changing the words that expressed things. Start word assimilation and say, okay, this is a tough word, but what else means the same thing? Expand your mind that way. What else means the same word? And you can see to the left and the right. What else means the same? Or sounds the same? What other words sound the same? The more words you have, the more understanding you have, and the less fearful you'll be. The more you know, the less fearful you'll be knowing. Exactly. I already have surgery. As far as my work overlays the Nazca lines of the whole Earth, and it works into the stellars and the rotations too. It overlays completely. I've been doing this my whole life, 30 years. I've been doing this sport. No one told me to do it. One day I was called a liar about what I read. And I got really fucking angry. I said, I'm gonna prove them wrong. I've already done the work. There's some coffee in it, and there's some space in it. It doesn't really matter if it's half full or half empty. Either one of those expressions is defining this coffee as something. But at the end of the day, it's just a fucking coffee. All you can do is drink it and get more. Or not. I'm gonna go get some more. Intentions is everything. Is something good, is something bad, or something negative? When you're looking at information for the first time, that's the first thing you should be looking for. What is its intention? You then listen to their words, and you'll see their fucking motive. You know? You ain't gotta feel any kind of way about shit. If your house is burning down, great. Get out. Nothing to do about it. Crying ain't gonna help. Getting angry doesn't help either. You can sit there and watch it burn. That's a choice too. But you ain't gotta feel any kind of way about anything. Make the best choice possible. Emotions is labeling, is defining, is to judge You're not supposed to be a judge. You're supposed to be a witness. You're supposed to be a right eye witness to the left hand. You're supposed to be on the left-hand path. No one fucking listens. You're your church. You're your own church. You don't have to go out there. You don't prey on yourself. You don't eat yourself. You don't prey on yourself. You're not a fucking cannibal. Stop it. You're not a cannibal. Don't prey on yourself. You're supposed to pray for others. If you believe there's a creator, then you have no reason to pray for yourself because the creator sees through your eyes and knows what you need. What the fuck do you ask for anything for? There knows. You're supposed to acknowledge. Hi. Do you know who your neighbors are? Do you know what they need? Probably not. See? You even know your neighbor's name. That's what this shit does to us. And gave up too much fucking control. We're all in boxes. Getting jacked in boxes. Being told to buy stuff in box stores that has box symbols on it. And they sent you to a school that is a box. And don't forget the Mecca or the Jew star or the crucifix. I don't care, no offense, but you guys are all stuck in a box. You're worshiping and symbolizing a box, which is a physical result. You're worshiping the creation. So, creator's outside of the creation. You're worshiping the body and the self and the ego and the physical world, the flesh. And when you drink blood and you drink wine and crackers and all that crap, that's what you're doing. You're symbolizing cannibalism, eating flesh and drinking blood. There ain't nothing holy about it. Rituals is repetitive behavior, and that's exactly what sitting in a pew is every Sunday at 9. Sitting in your own gaudy goat shit. Sitting in your pew. And you think your shit doesn't stink any worse? Man, stop. I gotta get out of here.